In the last video, I discussed what allows some people to have miraculous healing experiences. So if you haven't seen that video, make sure you watch that one first. The link is below. Now I'm going to preface the first subconscious barrier to healing with a story about my client. I had a client who would see a practitioner, and very shortly after she started with this person, she would leave. Then months would pass and she'd start with another practitioner, and again, shortly after, she would leave. Now she started this same pattern with me. She started with me, but she would miss her appointments, and she had signed up for a long-term contract. And then she came back to me and she said, "You know what, Tina? I figured out what my problem is. I have a fear." And for her, it was a fear of change. You see, she had a very rough life growing up. There's a lot of uncertainty. Her life was very unpredictable. And so now she felt very safe being who she was in that unhealthy way. There was a fear of growing because there was a comfort with what she knew. After releasing that fear of change, that is when she really started to show progress. In fact, she started feeling lighter, she became more engaged with other people, and she started taking better care of herself. The other ways that fear can manifest are fear of failure, for example. Now, I recognize that fear of failure could be quite a motivator, and you'll know that if you're feeling motivated to help you heal, to put you on that healing path, or feeling motivated to heal. But if you aren't getting better and you're staying at home and not doing anything about it, then chances are the fear of failure is stopping you. And this manifests as a belief that things won't change despite all my effort. And what it really is a fear of is a fear of discouragement. And I know this very well because there were so many areas of my life that I was afraid to put myself out there because I was afraid of yet being discouraged once again. But the key to success is persistence, right? You know the Thomas Edison story? It took him 1,000 tries before he invented the light bulb. That kind of persistence is amazing, and we can release subconscious barriers to get you there. So, another kind of fear, other than the fear of change and the fear of failure, can be the fear of success. And this is best described by example. Say you're a mom, and your family role has been to take care of everybody else. So you've done this diligently, but in doing so, you've sacrificed your own needs. And you feel like nobody's been taking care of you. And then you get sick, and the roles get reversed, and suddenly you get that badly needed care. Now, in this case, and others, being sick can have residual benefits. So to determine if you have a fear of success, ask yourself, what will I lose if I heal? Now, if there is something that you'll lose by healing, you need to figure out ways to get your needs met as a healthy person. Now, if you want to work with me, I release subconscious barriers to your health, wealth, and happiness, and I can help you release those fears to healing, whether they are a fear of change, a fear of failure or discouragement, or a fear of success. And after doing so, this can really put you on a fantastic path towards getting well. All right, so stay tuned for my next subconscious barrier to healing. It's often seen in women who are Generation X, around their 40s and older. So be sure to check out my part 3 of how we sabotage our healing.